And I think they need to change this, and they need to change it quick, because it just doesn't make any sense to me why on such a high-end bike they have this problem. I'm gonna tell you that one last. What is up, guys? I wanted to do a video, 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about my Amonda. Let's get into this. Let's do it right now.
Bro, shit is back in your tape deck, yeah. And a Tesla that's breakneck. On the road, fucking up, pretty fat women and fat checks, nigga. Last test, is it true that you ain't fucking with Taz? Yes, I need the horse to hear my flow. Bitch act like you know what, dog. Niggas act dumb when you get too smart. Getting high in the damn airport, contact high for my damn score.
First, I'm gonna show you how my Amonda's set up right now for daily riding down here in Florida. I was editing the video and I realized I forgot to tell you what kind of bike it is, what model, and give you all the details. So I purchased the SLR frame and the wheels, the RSL wheels, the Aeolus handlebars. I had the group set and all the parts, and I just built it up. So it's a Dura-Ace 9170 group set, and then all the top spec stuff. Built it all up myself. Let's go ask my wife and see what she knows about my bike. Let's see what kind of details she knows about it. Let's go ask her. We are a high energy family. They can't smell it on the video. What's happening right now, buddy? What kind of bike do I own?
Track Amonda.
Which one?
SLR.
Oh.
Is that turning you on?
Oh. The bike talk. Yeah, what kind of wheels does it have?
No, it's going too far.
What kind of saddle?
Nope.
Don't know that one?
That's a nope.
Okay, what?
I don't even know what kind of saddle I have.
I got my Roadrunner bar bag. I keep my GoPro in there. I got the XXX bottle cages and just the Bontrager saddle bag. I also have my custom flare mount that I made. And I got this guy. I'm gonna take these bags off so you have a real clear view of this bike and everything that's going on. All right, let's start with the 5 things that I love about this bike. Number 1, the bars. I absolutely love the bars and how sleek they are and how everything's tucked away, but it's not too tucked away. And let me show you what I'm talking about. As you can see here, it goes integrated down here, but there's a channel right here. You could take off these shifters. You can take the bars off without removing any of the cables, which is great. Because on my Madone, you'd have to take off all the cables to get to the bars if you wanted to replace them or change anything. Got my little biker boy here with his helmet on and the gloves. I love the new OCLV carbon, 800 series carbon. I can't really feel a difference. I like having the newest and best carbon, and that's definitely what we have here. The third thing that I love is its integration with how aero it is. It's still very, very light, but it's also aero. I felt like the Madone was too aero, just didn't get enough weight savings for how aero it was. That bike's almost pushing 20 pounds. This one, as you see it right now, is just under 16 pounds. And I got a lot of stuff on here. 28 tires, I got the mount, the light mounts, and I have foam running through all of the tubing. I love how aero the bike is for the weight. I think it's amazing. I absolutely love it. The 4th thing that I love about this bike is the new bottom bracket. Trek's previous BB92, I wasn't a fan of. I have a TT bike with the BB92, the Speed Concept, and when I take the crank off, the bearings just fall out. And I love how it's threaded. There's no creaking. I just feel like it's a much better connection with the bike. I can't say enough about the T47 bottom bracket. They should have done the thread and bottom bracket years ago. What's also amazing about this bike is how many different models that it has. Its entry-level model with the SL frame and 105 group set is $2,600 US. It's a great entry-level price for a high-end bike. So you check out Trek's website, it has so many different options, so many different models for the Amonda, and I think that's definitely a plus. Now, let's go the 5 things that I dislike about this bike. And I'm gonna save the worst one for the end. The last one is absolutely brutal, and I think they need to change this, and they need to change it quick, because it just doesn't make any sense to me why on such a high-end bike they have this problem. I'm gonna tell you that one last. Number one, the skewers. So it has this ratcheting type of system that you pull this one out, in and out, like so. And I leave it in there. I mean, you could take it off. I don't know how much this thing weighs. It's like an Allen key with a lever on it, and you put it in there. And because it needs to hold it in place, it's got some type of lock. See, that goes in there. Because it has this ratcheting system, when you put a regular Allen key in the skewer, it doesn't want to go in there. It has some type of lock because it wants to grab onto that ratchet. Something about it, it's got a little ratchet in there that stops it. You can see it right there, stops it, and you got to push it in. I don't like the skewers. I definitely think they could have came up with a better design, better idea. They could be lighter. I just don't like them. I think for the price of this high-end bike, they could have come up with something better. And I think they use the same skewers for all the models, which just doesn't make any sense to me. I think they should have better skewers with their higher-end bike. Number 3 is the paint. There's this little ridge here between the two paints, right? And it just, you can feel it. It's this line here, and it like gets caught. You see that? And it has this matte paint here, which I don't really like. And then it has this, the transition, like you can see here, and it still has that line that you can feel. Maybe I'm just being picky. Definitely don't like the paint. I think overall the paint looks nice, but I think that little detail is something that they could have changed. Don't like that. If you hear moaning in the background, it's just this guy. All right, number 4 is the price. These bikes are incredibly expensive. It's a lot of money to pay. These are one of the most expensive bikes you're gonna buy, and I think if you went out and you tried to find something else for a cheaper price, you might be able to. I think if you were price conscious and you were really looking at value, it's hard to say that this bike brings the value. Now we're gonna look at number 5, and this one is a complete blunder in my opinion. This is an absolute mistake, and this is something that they should not have done. I don't understand it. I don't mind the seat mast, this is fine, but this piece here, the ears and the way that this connects is absolutely ridiculous. You can't fine tune it. These little pieces get stuck in. So you see all the room it has there. It's got these ears, and it has these plugs right here in there, and they get stuck and you can't adjust them. Once that's tightened, to adjust it's very difficult. And so to remove this is very hard now. There you go, see it's stuck in there, and that's one side. So I gotta pop out the other side. And then they're not even matched. You see how they are just both free floating? So it's the rail that has to hold these tight. And I'm gonna move it up. I use a little mark here, see that mark? And so if you have an Amonda, I would mark it like that with the white out. And then I want the saddle a little bit up. So now I'm gonna move it. And see how difficult it is to make fine adjustments? You wanna make a couple millimeter adjustment at a time to your saddle height, saddle width, but it becomes absolutely impossible with this design because of the way it sticks. See, and this is how I gotta make my adjustments, by smacking it. Like, look at the play in that. So when I tighten it down, I don't know where it's gonna be tightened to. You're standing working on your bike, and you hear him coming up behind you, and it just smashes like that. You can't fine tune it, it gets stuck, it's bad. It's just, there's nothing good about it. And I think this is something they definitely should have changed. I don't know why they have this system on such an expensive bike. If I want to adjust the pitch of this saddle, it's an absolute nightmare. Even then, I have a hard time getting the exact part that I want it. It's a complete blunder on Trek's part, and I hope you guys fix it in the future. If you do, I'll buy the piece, the seat mast, whatever the replacement you're gonna do. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my experience on this bike. I got a lot of miles on this bike. I've owned it for over 6 months now. I've ridden it almost every day. I have an intimate relationship with this bike, and this is my opinion on it, and it's from someone that uses the bike regularly. If you love cycling, you're gonna love my YouTube channel, so please come along for the ride. I have a goal of 10,000 subs by the end of 2021. Please subscribe and help me reach that goal, and if you do, comment, because I will say thank you personally. That's it, guys. If you liked the video, please hit like And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video. We'll see you soon. Okay, shh. Shh, 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 shh. I'm doing my video. Shh. Shh. Hey, shh. Buddy, I'm doing my video. Okay, stop, please. Stop. Just stop. Buddy, watch out. I'm just shooting my video. Thanks, buddy. Okay, buddy. Okay, let me finish my video, buddy. Okay, shh.